Hey friends, this is the Star Spangled Banner in the key of G, and this is a really simple way to chord along to this really beautiful patriotic song. I hope you love it and have so much fun. Make sure to stop the video. If you do, click right below the video in the description. I will have the link to the chord sheet, and it'll make a lot more sense as we dive in. Okay, so this one does have a lot of beautiful chords in it. I've kind of tried to keep most of them simple, but there still are a lot of chords in this song. So let's jump in, okay? So if you look for the G note, which is located between the three black notes, put your thumb on that G and line up your 5 fingers, and we're gonna play G, B, D. That is our G major chord, okay? Then if you move up one set of notes and move up to the A position, you're in the A minor position. So we have A, C, E, okay? Move up 2 sets of notes. The C position is found by this group of 2 black notes. The C is to the left of those. Play every other note. Again, C, E, G is our C major chord, okay? Move up 1 set of notes, and we're going to pick up this black note in the middle with our middle finger, and we're going to play D, F sharp, A. Okay, and this chord makes a triangle shape, so if that helps to think of it like a triangle, that helps take out some of that overwhelm of adding that black note in. Okay, so D chord there. If you move up, just kind of sort of freeze that hand in that shape, move up to the E position, C, D, E, play E, G sharp, B, and we have our E major chord there, okay? So that they kind of threw that one in this key. It's not typically a chord that you see in the key of G, but here you go. Here we are anyway, right? Okay, so here is E major, okay? And then I think I forgot one last one. D minor is right back here, so we have C, D. So we have D, F, A. And that's it for that, okay? So we have the D major, which is that triangle, picking up that black note, and then D minor is just right here with D, F, A. Okay, I think I covered all of those. So let's talk about what the left hand is going to be doing. We're going to keep this hand super simple with single notes, okay? So when we play a G up here, I'm going to play my G right here, actually. It doesn't really matter. It's just more preference with chording. There's a lot of variety of what you can do. So we're going to play G single note when we play this G chord, okay? Then A minor to A single note in the bass. C to C. Again, just single notes in the bass hand. D, let's do D minor next, I guess. We have that D minor in there. We're still going to play the D. When we play that D major, we're going to play the triangle over here, picking up this black note, and then we're just still going to play this D single note over here. D to D, E triangle to E E single note. And what I wanted you to notice is that look how my thumb just opens up one single note. It doesn't move out of position. I like to keep this hand rooted in these 5 notes so that I could focus more on what my right hand is doing for this song, okay? So E to E, just open up that thumb, okay? Alrighty, so I'm going to play through it, adding in the vocals and the rhythm, and then I'll break down the rhythm for you, okay? Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the first 2 lines of that verse so you can get an idea of what we're working towards. All right, so I want to just talk about patterns because that helps kind of take out some of that overwhelm that you might be facing when you're learning to play the piano. So in this first part of the verse 1, we have every other line repeating. So lines 1 and 3 have the same chords. Lines 2 and 4 have the same chords as well. That second stanza, the rocket's red glare, it doesn't look like there's any repetition going on necessarily. Lines 1 and 3 sort of do. But I took out that F. I think it's supposed to be over the word glare, but I think I took it out. It just didn't make sense to me. Didn't sound that great. But just notice that in the verse 1, in the first 4 lines of the first part. So essentially, there's just probably one verse for this song. Maybe they call it a stanza. But anyway, nonetheless, lines 1 and 3 are the same, lines 2 and 4 are the same, and that helps just to notice that repeating thing going on in your music. It takes out some of that overwhelm. Okay, so how the two hands are coming together is a simple rhythm I call 1-to-3 ratio. So this song is written in 3/4 time signatures, so it has this kind of a waltz feel. It has 3 beats per measure, so we're going to go together, right, right, together, right, right, together, right, right, and so on. So we're not going to play this exact pattern for the whole song, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but I want you to get used to playing this on any note. Together, right, right, together, right, right. It gives you a good foundation to at least play along while you sing, okay? Why this is not going to work for every part of this song is that sometimes there's 2 notes that have to share 3 counts, okay? So what I mean is lines 1, we're putting 2 hands together and we're going to go, oh, say can you. Okay, so see how the C took up 2 counts? 1, 2, 3, and then we moved for the G. You're going to see that same pattern, so to speak, rhythmically for a lot of this song. So it's going to go, oh, say, can you. Okay, now the A minor is going to pick up 2 counts here. C, and then that E is going to pick up the 3rd count. And then open your thumb up for this E note. By the, again, A minor coming up has 2 counts. Dawn's earth, 3rd count. And then finish that G out with 3 beats. Light, what's so, C to C. Proudly we, G. Hailed at the C chord. Twilight's last. See how that C and G shared that 3 counts again like we did in that first line for a majority of that time. Okay, so it goes twilight's last, and then finish us out here with that C. Gleaming, whose broad stripes and switch. Bright stars, here is 2 counts. Stars, here's the 3rd beat. Through the, here's 2 beats. D is 1 beat. Let's finish us out here with the G. Fight o'er the C chord. Ramparts we, G. Watched were so, C chord. And this is going to share those 2 beats, the C to the G. Gallantly streaming. Okay, so what might help you is that the printable chord sheet that I have in the description will sort of, I'd be really particular in writing the word right below the chord in which that next chord change comes. Okay, I write them over the syllable or this, the gap or the beginning of the word or the last of the word, depending on where that chord falls. Okay, so look directly above the syllable, so to speak, for where that next chord change does come, and that should help you a little bit. Okay, all right, let's jump into that next stanza there. And the rocket's red glare, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs. Okay, D minor moves this hand up and this over slightly with that D there. Bursting in G, air gave C, prove through the G, night that are. Okay, these 2 chords are going to share the beats again. Flag was D, still there, oh, C chord. Say does that F, Star Spangled, move over to the D minor here. Banner yet, G, wave, or the C chord. Land are going to share the beats here. Home of G, brave. Okay. So the first 4 lines of this song are going to be more tricky for you just because they have a lot more chords, and often that's where those 3 beats are going to be shared between 2 chords. 3 counts, 3 beats, the same term. Okay, so go back to the beginning of the tutorial. You can slow down the playback speed in the settings as well. I'm going to play it beginning to end. I want to encourage you to do it right hand only when you're practicing, left hand only, and then bring those 2 hands together. Slowly, you will get to the final playthrough. When you find you mess up when you're playing along with me, just keep going, find your next chord, and don't give up. Okay, here we go. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, say can you see